Right there. Look at that. That's big.
I see a big one.
There's pretty ones over there too.
For our strawberry farm here, we've got about 15 acres of you pick or we pick strawberries, and a lot of times the customers will come out and they'll bring their kids with them, and grandparents will come out and they'll pick the strawberries. We also have a lot of the schools will come out here, and when they do, it's like $4 for a little quart container, and the kids will get a coloring book, they get stickers. We tell them a little bit about how the fruit is grown, how we plant it, how we go from the little blossom of a strawberry, from the blooms to the strawberry, and that takes about 30 to 45 days. And it's neat for them to understand where their fruit comes from instead of just going to a grocery store, that it's actually grown on a farm. And they get to come out, pick it, eat it, taste it, and if they got any left, they take it home to mom, but most of the time they eat it before it's gone home. For me, I grew up on the strawberry farms. I'm a fourth generation strawberry farmer. And I used to sit in what used to be called a matted row system, and I can remember hoeing the morning glories out of the rows and picking, and at that time you'd get paid like a little penny a quart to pick the strawberries for people. So it was in my blood, and my dad has had strawberries here in Columbia for over 30 years, and when he decided he wanted to retire, I took over because I just wanted to get back in the business. I think it's hard to get the ground out of your blood once you've been a farmer. Bring a magnifying glass out, and we'll look to see on the underside to see if you see any type of insects or anything. We were off of Bluff Road farming, and I decided to move it over to Trotter Road because I think that's when we started doing like the agritourism programs, and I started getting more and more people. It wasn't very economical for people to drive down that long dirt road, so I moved over here to Trotter, and the South Carolina Department of Agriculture started doing the programs about Know Your Farmer, and the business for the U-Pick has just tripled for me.
Agritourism, well, it is the combination of the #1 industry in South Carolina, agriculture, and the #2 industry, which is tourism, and we put those together and it's agritourism, and it's basically people who come on the farm or the ranch to experience that the life on the farm. I think in the census in 2007, we had 400 or 394 agritourism farms. Now we have 581 in South Carolina, so that is growing the number of farms we have. And also with the new program and the new Agritourism Association, we are teaching farmers of all the different things they can do to have people come on their farm. It's not just the U-Picks, it's not just the corn mazes. There's so many other opportunities that farmers can spread, can encourage people to come to their farms, and that is growing.
For this particular crop, we have changed quite a bit in the way it used to be done. I can remember riding on the back of the tractor as a little girl, and we had what was called a tobacco planter, and you would put your plants in it, and one by one, as the tractor would ride by, it would plant these strawberry plants. Well, now this is what's called the matted row system. You can see that it's up on a big raised plastic bed, and it'll make a bigger, juicier fruit. And so you're looking at 15,500 plants per acre, all planted by hand now. So it's very, very labor intensive. Now, you always want to pick a strawberry when it's bright red. The darker the berry, the sweeter that juice. Sometimes people will think, well, if I pick an orange berry or a slightly green berry, that it'll turn like a tomato turn. Well, it might turn, but a strawberry is only as sweet as the time it's actually picked off that vine. Around Columbia, where we sell is, we have roadside stands set up. We've got about 5 different ones set up, and we'll pick the strawberries in the morning. We pick fresh daily, and then we'll go and deliver them to those stands to sell that particular day. We've got a lot of your restaurants around town. They'll come and pick up strawberries from us. Ice cream shops, and they'll make ice cream, and they love saying that it's made with Cottle Strawberry Farms because people, they know the name around here, so they like to come and get the local strawberries.
Yay!